achieve it.
So we go in, it will be Loud on the attacking side, and OpTic on the defending side. Yeah, you're going to be noted very swiftly here, and it's a relatively straightforward piece. Aspas going to crack the site open, taking down FNS, and the follow-up just as sharp. 2 already for Aspas, and the site's theirs.
Sassy and Aspas coming in. The shock dart doing any damage initially. Aspas trying to slip closer and closer to the ball, and actually Victor pops in, and Crashes finds a second.
Have they equaled this up? The spike's not been planted, so now there's problems. Pancada and Les, where are you going to try and bail this out from? I guess Les's position, doing his best Marvin impression at this point. All the way around. See if you can make any impact out of this. Noting no one should relay big information to Pancada, who's in a whole lot of danger. He's in so much trouble, and now Pancada can at least find one, but he lost Les in the meantime. He's got 2 players in front of him. OpTic somehow hold back the flood there.
It's a 3v5 as well. Technically 3v4 with Les being so disconnected, but the Sheriffs in the hands of Aspas and Sassy, finding damage on the way back through. But Victor goes huge. Beautiful play inside the smoke there. And that's a scary stat. OpTic, the only team in history to beat Loud on Breeze. That's mind-blowing. There's just so many storylines, so much history to this matchup as well. And there's common denominators between it. With Loud's few losses here and there, how many of those are accredited to OpTic?
The perpetual nemesis, it feels like. Just gravitating towards each other. So hard to avoid each other, it feels, but always providing some of the best games we've seen. And there's contacts made. Yay. Gonna go out the better in that one. Walk away sitting pretty. On the other side, Aspas down to 24.
No confirmation behind that though, but it being Aspas, a big indicator. And the wall to confirm it as well. Potentially a couple bits of utility. They're not feeling any pressure just yet though.
No, but they should be able to get the spike planted. They've fought Sadak, and now with that going in, Ye's going to fall back a little bit, be a little bit more careful. Crashy's just farming. So far, no threats. Have to see if they're able to find anything as they do try and take a step towards the side. Pancada less, all forced away, and only 1 to 4. It'll be Pancada finding Ye. The defuse will come in. 4 standing for OpTic, no problems yet.
I think Loud just banking on getting away with the extra 300 from this, especially with Aspas taking such an early tag. 2 on the board for OpTic, 4 left standing. Actually, even if Ye wants to ride this through with potentially just a headhunter, no, you're going to throw a rifle in the mix. And the light shield. Crashy's great early progress towards that Hunter's Fury as well. And 3 light shields here for Loud. Aspas, Sassy, Les. Stacked up here outside B once again. And that dart going to be sent towards backside. That should imply that this is a fairly pacey hit if that dart is sent immediately.
I don't think it will know much because they're playing so far forward. Forced to challenge now, Marvel alone. He's now in danger actually. Kind of left by front pillar. Swings it off the flash. Still going to post one back, but couldn't get back quick enough. Les is already there and taking the side control. Spike can go down somewhat uncontested unless Crashies just goes head first through this. Not the case. Passing the Owl drone, spoiling the players, and should be able to start stepping towards the site. No one's watching the cross until then. Sassy going to swing back out, leaving just Victor and Crashies here.
Marshall to work with, but Crashy's got so close here. Aspas completely unaware of the possibility.
How is he here?
The third!
How is he here?
What?
How did he get there?
What were Loud doing on site? What was being held?
Apparently nothing.
Crashy just slips into Loud's formation on that post plant. I mean, the first is a given. The second and the third, outrageous.
Give me the replay.
He's to right.
Whose job was it?
Close right. One ladder. Close side, ladder. Holy shit! Oh.
Yeah, we're all surprised.
Cool, calm, and collected in comms as well.
Yeah. No
Almost
stress.
the expected outcome.
I'm dazed after that one, and Loud will be furious at that too. The outcome, not the problem. It was how they got there that's the issue, and Marv trying to get in their faces, but that's a recoverable rifle eventually. Flash can go through, catch Victor on the jump peak. Aspas now at least has the angle to play with. Wall goes up. Spray in on this. Do they have that rifle back in hand yet? There it is.
Aspas just grabbed it
Oh,
for finesse.
Finesse, this is perfect. He's going to see one! One slips through, but that's fine. Sadak tries to backfill it. The tag, that's good enough. A 3v3 now, still chaotic enough that it could go down either way, but no progress to the site itself. And Crashes, you kidding me, dude? You can't walk main dry. This guy is just filthy with it. Infuriating. Crashes just adding insult to injury. Wow, thought they had a real nice shot here on this one. They're trying to make something happen, but Sadak shot. Gets Victor. Needs one more, but it's Ye, the final boss. And they have no idea where he is. Going through the motions, predicting the backside of cave, but Ye posted up by Yellow spots him. 5 HP, Mike. It's not enough, surely.
Well, Flash to work with. Still got the fragment. Yeah, he does have the operator, so he's going to try and creep onto a close angle. The Flash, I think, just landing. See Ye's reposition here, but the knife could change this if it removes the headhunter, but Sadak's posted up.
Oh, Ye steps in. Escorts Sadak out. Nullifying the threat that could have come from this, but again, we look at, I want us to really dissect what we're seeing from OpTic there. Almost over-facing, over-peaking, taking very aggressive fights against Sheriffs and ults, bits and pieces.
I mean, similar to what we saw in Ascent, right? A little more unleashed here, because like you said, previously OpTic have looked very good in anti-ecos.
Oh yeah.
Crashes though, making this doable. And again, key damage done onto Sadak. Needed the ace to close things out, but already drawing out a timeout on the side of Lau.
Basically the over-aggression, the disrespect, or more patient, deep hold. Noting 3 on the knife there.
The knife above the shop, actually. Les going to try and get himself into a position, but eyes on the minimap. Look at Ye. He's already looking to challenge the backlines. Sorry, Victor. My mistake. Over towards Cannon. FNS not challenging just yet.
Yeah, but he's got to be careful here. Chomping at the bit on the other side. You can already see the close down. Aspas wanted him dead. Gets him out of there. Sadak going to connect towards stairs. That depletes Mark, but the answer came back from Crashies. I didn't think he was going to get it, but Sassy's going to pop his ult as well. Ye still firing, still dodging the Hunter's Fury. But Les has been given so much room, but surrounded on both fronts. What can Les do with this? Has to pick up the pace now.
Yeah,
and that's the problem. He's heard the steps. He's already been seen and considered. Diffuse going to come through, and Les can do nothing about this one. Has to sit and watch as the diffuse is made. Final blow given by Ye, but already we're seeing a really comprehensive look from OpTic here.
And Victor has so much space to work with. He actually, I'm pretty sure he updrafts over that trap wire. Nobody's within earshot. Les starting very early on this. No challenge on mid from OpTic. Giving Les that space, but it counts for nothing. And it's a very pacey retake. OpTic reading into actually the tendencies very early on that it's maximum 4. The backstab's coming eventually, but they equalize numbers on site.
I want to see if they try and re-explore middle now. They've had a little bit of success with that, and 0 challenge for Les. Now, obviously, they were really hard committing towards the side by then, but speaking of hard commit, OpTic are back challenging in cave. They are just getting under their skin at this point.
Well, Des talked about it. Loud now, looking as if they're spread a little thin across the map. Trying to find some point of weakness here to exploit. Ye actually has the benefit of that spy cam being behind the wall.
Oh, he can just get posted on this too if he wants to be.
See, the spy cam's not going to catch him. If Ye can post up here, he's actually going to swing it.
Quick as lightning, this guy. Les is gone.
And with the reads already on Les, you should see this rotation coming through. There's already 3 members towards A site. You can see now Ye looking to explore towards mid.
This is perfect. He's the shot! Pancada hands it out. Ye kept in check. That means Spike can get put back in hand, but no free cross here. Mark wanted to maybe police that. Sassy's got his back. Spike now can be ferried across towards the site, but is there a little pocket on the A side that I'm seeing here?
30 seconds
Okay, it's
left.
just Victor chilling by the wall for now. Now we're going to have the kind of opposing numbers. The rotation isn't safe either. The out drone is great. Victor doesn't get away with his naughtiness. Dealt with by the door, and now Crashes in FNS out of position here. I thought maybe that player who was sitting a little deeper, I think it was Aspas, might have checked on them, but they've stuck towards the site. And at the point, rightly so. Good choice by Aspas, and Crashy's opting to save.
Like I said, we were going to note if Loud were to adjust here, and even after conceding less in that lurk position with the spy cam, just looking to garner some map control, prevent OpTic from actually doing what happened in the previous round. But it's a great adjustment. Sassy actually coming back through to back up Pancada. Well, Crash is going to be able to hold on to this operator here. Pancada's on the hunt. Time all but expired by now. You see, though, the cogs turning, and the response is great from Ye because it's less. There's nobody else noted. Ye's on that angle, like I said, unnoted from the spy cam. He knows there's no setup towards Cannon. Ultimately, I don't even think anybody could pass into elbow there. So he has free reign to come back. That's why this kill right here, Pancada, so crucial to the outcome of this round.
Doing great work. It's actually broken all of the money here.
It's wild to see 5-1 on the scoreboard.
And that be the buy after
That be the purchase, yeah.
Yeah, the Guardian coming in for Crashies. Ye does have Tour de Force.
I think Ye's actually just cycled a rifle through. He's just dropped a rifle through, so.
Yeah.
It's close to a full purchase.
So it's double up, essentially.
Yeah.
Victor retaining the operator. Brought across here for him. First time we get to see them tested by this double operator. So I'll see how Loud looks, trying to navigate their way through here. See if they can work out where these reside. It's a full play lean towards the A side, no one top mid. So much pressure on Victor's shoulders if they do go back towards that B side, which, as it stands, they're running through the time. They're not in a hurry here.
Concern being if OpTic do slip back into a deeper hold. Typically, you would expect that with the pseudo double operator setup. See, Victor just tasked with anchoring. Does have the blade storm, so he can pop that. If he does feel a little bit of pressure as Loud creep closer and closer to elbow with this owl drone. Nothing found, but Spike heading towards Victor and the wall going up. That should be a big indicator for OpTic.
30 seconds left.
This has to be huge for Victor. This is such a pressure moment for him. And the support's on the way, but he is alone for now. And alone he stands. Takes down less, looks towards connector. Spots another, takes another. Pops the ult, looks towards the side. Didn't overcook it just yet. Still hunting, still fighting, still fragging out. Somehow Victor keeps his cool, keeps the sight against all of the players. And Sassy, sadly with only 3 seconds, can't make a difference now. That was a critical round for Victor.
Beautiful adjustment as well. Knowing that Loud have slipped back into a much more sparse setup, waiting to receive this aggression. They burn up so much utility early on and so much time on the clock. Ultimately, you push it onto, yes, it's a solo hold from Victor, but you slow creep into a site here versus an operator. Ye even there to pick up a second kill from Archers. Beautiful stuff. And Loud actually will continue with this. See again. And the wall invested here actually almost as a curveball. Try and maybe enable an early peak, but nobody towards double doors. But yeah, now you're going to get even more aggressive.
Way more proactive towards the B site now. I guess off the back of the Viper's pits. They are making this map seem so small. Now, the correct answer, though, is Aspas exploring through tube. That contact made, that information gathered.
Victor's here, though.
Noting that it was potentially open, but the door's already been shut. And Victor, noting the barrel, comfortable on the shot. But a potential found, but it just instantly got closed in his face.
Whether or not this is a trend to continue now, OpTic in the early round looking to very quickly disrupt one extremity. Force the hand of Loud. Actually, Sadak almost rewarded for his bravery there behind the owl drone. Will tag FNS. Sadak's got forwards. Completely unconsidered. Less doubles down for it. FNS will fall.
Okay, they've got a player advantage finally, and Spike planted. Yes, there's the flank coming in, but that should be checked when they have the numbers to deal with this. Crashies! Catches the glimpse. Forcing the body to drop. But there, waiting on the other side is less. The grand equalizer for Loud, who is always delivering on so many fronts. Ye's out of there. First time we're really seeing Loud starting to get a grip on some of these rounds.
And that's with that early aggression. I said that it's literally bespoke to dig less out of a position, find one kill on the extremity, and force Loud into a less favorable position. They actually get through. Like I said, Sadak, not initially rewarded, but gets way ahead of the expectation of FNS. Moving in tandem with that Al drone. Second on the board for Loud, but already this half heavily in favor of OpTic.
I mean, if they can maybe string a couple more together, more than happy to see it close in a little bit. Now looking at the purchase that can come through this round as well. It's lacking in some areas for OpTic, but on the other side, Alt's getting real close by. Aspas one away as well. You got 3 already hitting in. This is starting to look like Loud could potentially close this, Mike.
Expect them to potentially string a couple together here on the back of this ult cycle. Pancada has a Viper's Pit to convert a post-plant scenario. Aspas actually gets the Blade Storm online as well. Les, look at the position he's now forced to play. I think actually Sadak making moves with this null command to try and make use of it as deep as possible in tube, but Crashy's showing restraint here.
We haven't seen him lean door yet, have we?
There's been barely any challenge towards mid.
Yeah. Ooh, and door pop. It's going to call Marv to attention, but doesn't actually know anyone just yet, surprisingly, even though there are 2 players there. And Crashy's is posted on this as well. No one really to deal with the main pressure apart from Victor, but apparently he's good for it, but the trade does come through. Sassy going to punish as he tried to readjust away. Just a glimpse caught towards Tube, but patience being shown by Loud. They're not quite heading towards the site yet.
No pressure coming through mid either. Actually, the flash might come through this smoke, but Crashy's turns it. Les has actually found a kill here. Crashy's has to find something in response. He's found the first, a headshot on the second, but falls.
Not quite enough damage done yet. Yeah, and FNS, the last 2 standing. Spike is down, so Loud has the time in their favor. Les on the swing, and he's been so instrumental in Loud succeeding in some of these rounds. Now the Viper utility not really going to slow down the roll here, but this pop flash could be it. Let's see if they feel the timing right. There it is, goes in, and the swing. It's gorgeously done! Sadak leading in that round to perfection. Loud starting to get back in this game.
Chipped away at that round score and chipped away at the economy as well. 3 players going to be struggling here for OpTic. Victor and FNS, the only ones probably to invest here, but remove those ultimates from OpTic, and Loud, like I said, in a position to really string a few together. That's 2. Still got the Blade Storm, still got the Viper's Pit. Sassy actually back on the brink of the Hunter's Fury as well. Nothing on the table for OpTic.
Apart from Victor just being sent to the blender. Aspas was waiting this time around. And similar scenes on the other side of the map. Les sharp with it. Crashy's trying his luck, but Les looks so ready. Yeah, extremely diligent read from Les. And only Ye to find impact, as this default we've been seeing held has actually succeeded pretty nicely. Now, there are still 2 players who can cause a problem. That's a rifle recovered, so maybe a chance at more danger, but the HP's already low for Crashies. And with the spike going down, they got everything working in their favor.
I was going to say, no way that actually lands and kills Crashies. But it does.
It does.
Even here, you look at what's taken away from this. Pancada's fallen, but a big cushion.
Oh, Les is on the hunt.
Well, he didn't hear anything here. Yeah, does he actually check through cannon, but...
Would he have noted that the rifle's gone? I guess he wouldn't have known when that was dropped. Or at least actually collected, so... Sanjay gets to slip away here. Play his life and keep that rifle into the next couple of rounds, because we do now have Loud building a little back into this game. This is enough. This is a buffer coming through.
It barely costing them anything as well. Hold on to the operator. 4 left standing. Sadak back 2 away from the null command. Still got the Viper's Pit. Loud are achieving this with minimal investment. It's just disgusting. Sure.
Last player standing. Spike planted.
against anything again.
I mean, Loud are laughing. They've carved themselves the perfect start to this round. He wants to follow up Aspas, ripping through two of them. And OpTic getting a stark reminder that this is not over yet. This series is only getting started. Pancada, in the meantime, going to collect on Ye. And here's the payload! As quick as lightning, Aspas almost going to catch Crashies too. And they're just hunting him down for spawn at this point. Down solo, trying to stay alive.
Spike planted.
He's just on the run. There's a player to his right. There's just nowhere to get out of here now.
That's already got back behind this. 39 HP for Crashies, and we already talked about the finances. And with this round, actually, Crashies will find one, but Loud have already stacked the deck, have every ultimate available for the next. Sassy seals the deal. Loud claw their way back into this half. Just one round separating them, 4 unanswered here.
This grit and determination coming out from Loud. I mean, look at this.
This is just ridiculous.
Oh, it's dreamy.
The flick on the second.
Oh,
show me that one.
I could watch it for days. I could watch it for days. They heard you call. They heard you call.
What is that?
What are you meant to do against that? Oh.
I'd say, I mean, the benefit of that round ending like that is there's barely any utility use, right? So this lesser purchase actually doesn't have as many gaps as a long, drawn-out round, right?
Yeah, you're right. Just how much allowed us to
the
work
one
with
saving grace, right?
Yeah, brilliant. How's that silver lining? Real thin. But at this point, look at all of where?
That's big, though.
Where the hell did he just get a
that was in cave.
free kill?
Fair enough. From stairs to cave.
Okay. All right, well, Aspas gone. Of having probably the most impactful round thus far. Highs and lows. Sassy trying to find that instant information, but Ye is there.
Spike down.
Left in the corner. Delivers the bullet. And it's Sassy, Les, and Pancada, but Les is still such a problem. Wow, now he knows. Hello, there's someone else here. It's Crashies. Oh, the timing, but the adjustment better. Utility not quite what he wanted to at least facilitate a safe cross, but the spike's on the way. You got to make something out of this, Pancada. You got to do something to save your team. He's going to have to pull the trigger on the first, the second, and the third. Not going to happen. Ye flies in, and he's still trying to fire off. Looking for the follow-up here. Spike out, down the double swing. Finally gets put to bed, and the scoreline, Mike, we're at 6-6.
Quarter of this map here on Breeze. Great restraint from Pancada, doubling down on that position. Again, Les and Sassy play it perfectly. Don't give Ye an opportunity with that operator in hand.
Get out of my way!
Sparky's bit off the rip here for Pancada. And try and slow down any progress towards B. Does still have Les here. See, actually, OpTic were trying to get ahead of this, potentially.
Take flight.
I don't know if Crashies can figure anything out with the drone.
Timing on the knife, pretty decent as well. Looking at the exploration mission from Aspas. Once again down tube. So if they do double back, probably going to be the early warning signal at the very least. The worst, the downfall of them falling away, but not the first time we've seen them explore this, so hopefully it's on the priority list if you are OpTic to stay diligent to check this on the way back around.
Aspas, though, at least going to hear the sound cue of that jump peak. You see he pops the dash on the back of it. That's just damage here. It's F and S to make sure that kill doesn't come through, and the mid-split's right through. Victor trying to get with it, a Blade Storm.
He had to try and close that down, finally gets suppressed, but by now the damage is done. Sassy's there, but the reply comes in, death from above. Now the 4v3, numbers favorable towards OpTic. They can get the plant. A quick flank from Pancada, and they've kept their space on the side. They still have Tube, they still have CT. But what they do now have is a man behind them. It's Pancada on the flank, but the Viper's Pit in position. There's a player to his left, and the timing could work out here. Crashies get the timing just right. They seem aware of this. Ye already looking this way, and Crashies done him dirty. Got Pancada dead. And now the final two players who are allowing a little bit of time for work feel irrelevant to the outcome. How are they meant to get back into this? Step into the green and just hope for the best. Not finding anything here.
player
Marv
standing.
actually finally coming through with that flash. The trade comes through, crashes to clean it up. OpTic tie things up. This is on the back of early on. There's no rotation on the back. You can see the pings coming on the back of that Viper's Fit, but OpTic just set themselves up to pop through double doors. Beautifully executed. Lesson and Carnage is so far away from this, they can't really slow that down. See now, actually, if OpTic feel as if they have a bit of freedom in mid, whether or not they actually resort back towards splitting a site. Loud back down on 2 Sheriffs, a Stinger, a Bulldog. Blade Storm available for Aspas though. Sadak's immediately through cave.
Huge information.
Vital so early on.
And it really reassures Aspas he is in the right place for this. Now, eventually we'll have to pay attention towards main. Eyes trained on towards mid, and he's really made a meal of it. Nightmare scene does get at least the Stinger, but it's really not much to be writing home about here. Could have done with a kill off that. But the fast flank is in. Now Crashy's very diligent, but I think just missed the timing on the window and saying all of this. Sadak, how much more can he do though? It is a 4v3, but the weaponry's still good, but they are pinned in towards elbow, Mike. They need someone to bail him out from here, and FNS tried, but didn't get what he wanted.
Now, Pancala with his Bulldog has to go huge, and he's found the spike. Crashies will fall. Gonna spot out Victor as well. A little bit of damage to follow up the second kill there. FNS tries to respond, but Aspas closes things out. The thrifty response from Loud. And that's with Aspas cooking it with the Blade Storm.
The fast flank coming through. So many things going right. That little bit of window of time where Crashy's almost caught him as he crossed in towards window, and the punish that was picked up towards, I think it was Ye there. Again, the timing great for Loud, but perfect responses in kind. Nothing working out on the other side. And this was the start of things. Whole lot of information. And again, with that fast walkout, they already kind of knew that. So really making it count in the thrifty, and back and forth again we go. 9 to 10 now.
Similar position to earlier, actually. There's no comfort in the finances here.
That's bad. How far did you go? Let's see. 'Cause it looks quite all in from OpTic, genuinely. This seems very direct, not particularly exploring many other options, which will lead to their own problems.
And Loud happy to give it up. Neither Sadak or Pancala
Aspas is walking this. Yeah, he's walked straight up from door, and no one was watching it. Just dipped right back on in, and now this problem's galore, but Ye on the bailout, ready to save the day again. Melted and burned down, but still alive. And OpTic are panicking. They're now surrounded. They didn't get to the deeper post plants. The pop flash to bail them out does at least give them a little bit more freedom, but the instantaneous trade. Rez gonna come in. Maybe not. Toyed with. Oh, Ye predicts the push back in perfectly. And did Victor even see him? I do not know. We're tied all even. Answer right back in kind here for OpTic.
What was that headshot from Victor? The Viper wall was up. What a ridiculous response here. Ye going huge for OpTic. The second here onto Aspas as well. Resets to this position. Perfect read on the timing. Show me the Victor kill. Like, that was ridiculous to close that out.
Oh, but they've shattered the money now.
It comes back to the same thing. No financial comfort. It's 10 apiece now.
And it's scrappy buys in here. We've got an operator with a light armor.
Walked it off the rip.
They both walked it. They're both here. They're both here. Let's just hold it the window. Sassy, audacious play, and the follow-up for Les. 2 picks back to back. Perfect start for Loud.
And even here with FNS in position for this very reason. Sassy isolates Marved. Crash is going to come through with the drone here. Already less left to handle B site, at least on the back of the spy cam. Not really sure if it was noted there, but yeah, it was. Crashes comes through. Keep your eyes on Victor though. He's got himself into tunnel already here. Sassy slipped into archway. He's planning on playing off contact here, but Victor's come through and he's found the kill.
Okay, it's 3 of them here. Now just 2, so it should be fine. Right, you got Crashies and Ye. Ye with an operator though, and a little bit of room to work here. Straight towards the side they go. They want to shut this man down. They want him dead to rights. They want him gone. They want him buried. Who dares step forward first? Crashes by Pillar, spots one, takes one. Trade comes in, it's all on Ye. Now the problem starts to really mount, and lovely work from Aspas, the timing good. Diffuse gonna come in and Loud once again take the lead. But Mike, the start of that round in my mind was everything.
It really was. And like I said, FNS, or OpTic in general, prepared for this, right? But Sassy still threads the needle, finds that first blood. And then even less there, the contingency plan on it.
One enemy remaining.
Such a ballsy play to make here. OpTic will now feel the pinch again. It's actually crazy to just look at the money every single round. They're going blow for blow, Lauren.
It is obscene how close this is. The back and forth between these two sides, both elevating in kind every single time. Another bailout on a Thrifty or an individual popper for a really creative play. This is the grand finals you truly love seeing. This rematch, fabled now. Let's see if it does hold true to a back and forth. This would be OpTic if that's the case. This could be the one to double down on though if you are Loud. Make it to 12. Knife going in, good timing. Should note, I thought maybe 2 there, but actually only catching 1.
Well, actually, Sadak posts up a little deeper on this. You can see him creeping that way, but crashes here with the spike. Marved has to stand his ground. Both tuck in, and actually Marved comes out on top.
But they hit the brakes. They're not, you know, building off the back of it.
With Victor posted here, though, he's got good information on this rotation. At least he's within earshot. That could be the green light, though, with FNS being suppressed.
They have to go now. Finding Pancada, that it would be looking such an opportunity in the mouth and turning it down. So now already Pong going to come in, but on the other side, that's a connection. Hold on, FNS, can he do the dance well enough? Ooh, keeps his life. Good work for him, and now the plan can come through. 10 seconds, none of these shock darts will find any purchase in time. So now it's the post plan. And OpTic, this is looking like it's that silliness of the back and forth, and Ye in the back lines. He's got 3 potential targets in front of him. Headhunter to hand, spots 1, goes a little astray. Let's get across the line towards Les, but predicts Sassy maybe swinging, but Aspas has gotten to the site. Jump spot confirms him there. He's got plenty of problems to try and work through if he wants this. No, they're giving him nothing.
Yeah. No, you've been giving him an opportunity, and Ye comes through, gets around Sassy somehow, slips past this tube hold, and OpTic will tie things up now as Sassy desperately tries to hold on to this rifle.
Shot down.
We'll find another one to Ye, but I don't think they can close the distance here. Crashes might actually catch him. No, Sassy sharp to it.
Back and forth. Look at the timeline.
What is that?
From the round 17, it's been back and forth the whole way, and you'd think the economy would have had an impact or something, but it seems to go beyond that. It seems to not care if they're on a Thrifty or if they're on a full buy, if they have ults or not. It is back and forth. And if it keeps going through this should be a Loud round. Now, of course, they have a Stinger, so fantastic. Yeah, they seem great with it.
Look at the adjustment, though. Les and Aspas walking mid early on.
But the site's completely free. OpTic are in for free. There's no challenge. And that's devastating. Victor! Insane impact of the spray. He just goes wild in towards middle, and Marv actually gets the benefit, gets the best of Les. And now the plant's in, and they read it perfectly. They could not have made a better guess of this one.
Here.
Aspas, Sadak, Pancada, anything in the tank here. There's no ways in. They don't have that springboard yet. Where's that first pick going to come from?
Look how deep FNS is playing off this as well. I don't know if he's actually playing for a lineup here, but Loud have to find value on site now. Marv's going to close things off with a frag and actually set up for a flash here. Ye will find a kill.
No, they don't want it anymore. You saw the 180 from Aspas. They are out of there. It looks like OpTic might have actually broken the back and forth trend. Finally pulling around back-to-back here. Oh, and Aspas. The shot just missing. And it looks like 12 will be there. OpTic taking this into map point. Loud still have the chance to find a reply. They need those rifles. They'll keep them. 2 finally combined. Round 22, 23, the first they've got back-to-back in some time here. It was off the back of this, walking into the open site.
And this is with the Viper's pick going down on A. It's allowed feel as if actually they can lock down A and maybe find progress elsewhere. And it's mid they have their sights set on.
Is there anything more Loud can do? Bulldogs, bits and pieces, scraps, Mike. They haven't got much.
They really haven't. Blade Storm for Victor. Hunter's Fury for Crashies. And the crowd behind the green wall now. Sassy showing a little more restraint here. It's the Owl drone to clear through. Ye actually posted up in anticipation of Aspas. You can see on the X-ray. Almost kindred spirits here.
Get out of my way!
Predicting this so well, knowing that Aspas would love to have impact in a round like this. Weaken the other side, but he doesn't want to overdo it, overextend. This is all guesswork. This is all just consideration. And a bit of timing. Aspas, this could be everything for you and your side. Or it could be dead and gone. It could be all for nothing, and that is a problem. Now you're surrounded, you don't know how much danger you're in. You just saw it. Aspas has to run. Gets to keep his life, 87 HP, and he's still standing. And he's gone back for more! He's got more! That's a spike now seen as well. So telling at this time. The rest of the team is on the way through caves, just so well, punishing it. Oh! Can you believe it? Aspas beheads Crashies, and the other two turn plan. They're looking towards B. They want none of what he's selling. And off towards B we go. Victor and FNS, can he close it, or is it OT
30 seconds left.
Less. The angle is gorgeous.
Enemy remaining.
The kill towards Victor. The follow-up is there. It's deserved at this point. It's going OT.
What an insane exchange of round. Bar 800-900 credits in some of these purchases. Absolutely ridiculous. Heroics from Aspas. Another outrageous Blade Storm kill.
How? How does he do it?
Enemy remaining.
And Les as well, playing his life so effectively. FNS
Safe
actually gets spotted on the spy cam. Les slips away. He makes them deep clear all the way through B site and punishes that.
Such a safe pair of hands there. Okay, looking like the last cannons on either side, but it's Victor to really don it on towards this. You're running that.
This is the first time we're going to see OpTic address mid with a potential flash play here on the defense.
There's the flash. No one was actively working at that point towards taking space or actively holding the angle, seeing a little bit deeper towards bottom mid. So I wonder if Victor gets any reward for this.
I mean, Pancala and Sassy literally just have a crossfire set up right now. They're expecting OpTic to walk mid. Because out of double doors, but with an operator, how deep does he actually push through here?
He's committing on it. The Owl drone, he just saw it. Does he get to be able to tuck in?
I don't think he saw Victor though.
No.
He's going forwards.
He hasn't been seen. Victor's got away with just daylight robbery. He just avoided the Owl drone. He's still in middle, but he's being chased down. Pancada's out there as well. The hunter becomes the hunted, but he gets to slip away, and he's gone unnoted.
God. Oh my God. Actually, Sadak is making his way with the spike back over here. On the other side thing.
Who's on the side?
Pancada hasn't been noted.
How's Pancada got this far? Completely unnoted. They can't rotate.
Surely he backstabs archers here.
30
Surely.
Surely. But now though, Ye under so much scrutiny here, feeling all of that pressure coming his way. Les needs to win the fight, doesn't. Now they've got problems. Aspas the one to do it, but that's Pancada. You called it. Takes the fight towards Victor. Now there's no way in for anyone to help out. Crash is going to hold the site, but a 2v2. They have no time. They got a plan. They got a plan now. Sadak, no gun to hand. He just gets the spike down. That's the best he can do. Taken out by FNS now. Aspas the 1v2. The one that took them to OT has to go big again. And Crash is closing the gap. He's got him. OpTic. Take the first in OT.
I mean, the swing back and forth in terms of the advantage or the favorable situations here in this round. It's just mind-boggling.
Switching sides.
Pancada wins such an important duel with Victor just ahead of this, then doubles down, but FNS and Crashies, they toe the line, and I'll be honest, if Aspas has any other gun there, he can stay on site.
Sure.
He can actually take...
This is so much. OpTic, that knife. Oh,
It's
only
one.
got one?
And it's Ye, that's the
Of
worst
all
person.
people. But now they're going to see utility committed. But as I said, they started to pull away from the site. Victor trying to get towards the pillar, but he gets caught. Les sends him back. And now it ain't done yet. Spawn another player. Less on the case. Spray goes good. He gets down marked. Five still stand for Loud. They've sent them away. They've sent them running from the gates. Loud finding the answers in the right moment. Now Ye and Crashies. No way have you got a way out of this one. It's all on Crashies now. It looks destined for another go. Crashies, he's got problems left, right, center. The first challenger in front, but probably a bullet to the side of the brain feels inevitable, but he actually gets away. He's got 50 seconds to work with here.
He's actually spotted Pancada all the way at bottom mid as well.
This out. Like, he's got big info on this now.
Tons of time to play with as well.
And they're leaving B. No.
Leaving B with less down on 11 HP as well.
No. No? Sure.
He can't get
He's got to go. Okay, so he's dealt with that early enough. 30 seconds. Still giving himself a chance, but he's going to pull the players back, but he's going to go for a mad rotation now. 20 seconds. Does he have time for this?
And actually being spotted with the Owl drones pulled Pancada off this. He's got the time to make it to site. I mean, it's going to take a hell of a lot for anyone on the side of Loud to get ahead of this, but...
He could have Hunter's Fury potentially if he's able to get the plant, then one more. Look at him. Look at this. You know he's got a couple of seconds on this one. Away we go. Plant going to come down. Nothing to stop it. He's doing everything. Now, what do they have? Oh, my word. Crash can take a little touch of damage. Sussy got there so fast. 13-13. All even.
A beautiful hold by Loud as well. Even though that's essentially a 5v3, the knife comes through, it marks Ye. Like I said, possibly the worst indicator, right? The one you'd almost expect to be posted up on flank control. OpTic pop on the back of it. Actually, at that point, the fight comes through with the choke point being their demise. But that number advantage counts for nothing.
El Clasico is delivering.
Yeah.
It really is, yo. I wasn't... And it's such a unique kind of rivalry that is purely forged from just the amount of times they faced each other. Nothing outside of the game. None of that. It's purely all about the game itself. What a brilliant concept. And what a fantastic start. Aspas again rolling it back, finding Victor, and opening up an avenue. They're pressing this hard. They ain't going to back away from this. One towards the stairs, one towards the top side, over by CT. Aldrone doing its thing, but he's got support there. No one to close down the gap, but this is feverish. The pace! 338 to the back of the brain's going to hurt. FNS is going to have a headache. And Crashies, Marved, and Ye left in tatters here. What do they do with it?
Got another one. Actually, the Blade Storm comes through, but it's Sadak to seal the deal. The Prime Gaming flawless in round 27. For Loud to go ahead. Aspas back on the glass cannon. It's Ye on the other side of it this time. Another opener here from Tube. And he gets it so quickly with that updraft. It was just getting ahead of the timing. FNS as well. And you get pinged by the recon bolt or the Aldron, I'm not even sure, but punished on the back of that. How Sadak and Aspas can find any sort of comfort in that position is beyond me.
Pure chaos. One map apiece. So many opportunities now and a tag towards Sassy, but
Sassy ate that, yeah.
Surprised he got to keep his life down to 49. Who takes the advantage in this overall series so far? Yet to be determined. Still, chances here for OpTic to close us back in, but a very patient default being toyed with, Mike.
Adjustment here on the utility as well. Les has actually put a trap down towards double doors, I believe. The number of times that OpTic lent back into kind of that mid-round split onto a site. The other adjustment being Aspas tucked into that corner on the right side of main. You take a glance at the minimap, you're almost feeling as if OpTic are leaning this way, especially with the trap set here. And they're going back towards this split, potentially.
Aspas
Victor
terrifies me, though.
Yeah.
This guy's an absolute demon. 25-16, he's having a highlight game.
Victor comes away. There's going to be no secondary layer of pressure here.
How'd you get him off this angle? How'd you force him away? Gets suppressed, so he will stand and he'll fight, but that doesn't seem to really fuss him much. 30 seconds.
They're not in the door yet.
They're not even out main. There's going to be one flash and go, and Aspas is ahead of this. Oh, great work from Victor. There's still problems ahead. There's still players on the side. It's not a safe plant. There's still someone towards the backside itself. Pancada.
Flash!
Oh, and it's great work. OpTic so diligent. It's such pressure moments to potentially take us to 14-14. It's on Sadak and Les to dissuade that narrative. Just one. and it looks like we're going to be going again. This game is not over yet. 14-14. What a fated matchup to go so far.
Switching sides.
The patience
Overtime.
on display. But then the concern comes to how disciplined is the site here. Crashies finds the tag. The knife reveals it, but it doesn't paint a picture. Aspas unknown at this point, and they force his hand. You see Victor there to find that one, but the flash is pixel perfect.
That was so
from
impressive.
Marved.
So impressive to clear backside. Even just keeping that your mentality about you in such a high pressure situation. And Mike, I got to ask you about this. Are you seeing this too? The double op coming out here in OT. It's both Ye and Victor this time opting for it. This is super dangerous. Now, do they get to... Oh, the timing on this.
No,
Nutmegging the players.
Victor's actually anchoring towards
Pressure
me.
again. This true pressure has been so good for Loud. So dangerous to depend on, but once again, it's found some validity. But Carter and Sadak, the ones to find it. Let's keep it controlling towards middle. And we didn't even see the operators. They didn't even have a say. These pacey hits from Loud. So outrageous, but so good. And now Victor, irrelevant, surely. Still has to get past Les in middle, who's just going to play the time. And Loud once again take advantage.
Absolutely backhanding OpTic to find another lead here in overtime as we enter round 30. That was a curveball there. If either of those operators had found early value, could have completely changed this. I think actually Sadak lucky to escape there because I think he's spotted initially. Ye post one blind into that poison orb and he's just out of sight.
Yeah. Oh, I found glowing glasses for you. Nice.
Here.
14,
Hence just donated
15.
them, I guess.
That's nice. He's off. That's... Excuse me. Has he got
He's going to hear the jump spot though from FNS.
I think so.
OpTic back on this mid
He's going
split once
straight through
again.
mid. But again, this also means that Sadak can't fall here, right? Sadak has to play. I don't think he heard him. Now he has. Oh, he can't do it! FNS bests him, and suddenly there's problems. Sadak now all alone. He's got players pouring in. One to the left, two to the front. The flash takes a fair amount of it himself. He can't really play out of it yet. A labored spray, but he holds on. Back to the wall. He still holds on. And now it's all on Crashies. 3 players to find, a spike to plant, and only 50 seconds to do something about it. Spike's down, needs a kill, and he'd get Hunter's Fury. Maybe that could be something. He's composed himself here. Oh, and another spot, 3 bullets in the mag. He falls away. He needs 1 kill. That's what he's desperate for. Another attempt and another death. And no more OTs. Loud